Over 2,000 of the world's best Olympic sailors will travel around the globe, from Melbourne, Australia, to Miami, USA, Palma de Mallorca, Spain, Hyères, France, Medemblik, the Netherlands, Kiel, Germany, and Weymouth, Great Britain, to determine the champions of the ISAF Sailing World Cup. It's the final day of U.S. Sailing's Rolex Miami OCR. And for those who've qualified for today's one-medal round race worth double points, it's do or die on the water. The leaders in some divisions have a comfortable margin, but for others, like in the Lasers and Stars, it'll come down to who beats who today. The women's match racing finals has Great Britain's Lucy McGregor facing Australia's Olivia Price. On the offensive is Price, trying to force McGregor out, but not before she gets a blue flag penalty. And with that, Lucy McGregor has outsailed Olivia Price to win gold. Here's the story in the laser radials. China's Li Jiazhu is currently leading Netherlands' Marit Bouwmeester, and the two are match racing before the start. At 30 seconds, China finally heads for the pin. She'll be late for the line, though, and Bouwmeester did a nice job, but she's buried in the middle. And we're off. Approaching the top mark, it's USA's Paige Raley. She's won this event 4 times. Currently, she's in 9th place for the regatta and may be a late bloomer in this final medal round as she's in the lead to the top mark. Raley leads and heads for home on the final run, while behind her the battle for gold is going on between Bouwmeester and Zhu. Zhu has caught up. And approaching the line, it is Paige Raley who wins the race. But it's Li Jiazhu who has passed Bouwmeester. She'll cross the line in 7th, and that's enough for gold. In the men's laser division, Brazil's Bruno Fontes, GBR's Paul Goodison are tied on points. The 10 lasers spread out across the line. Midline start for Fontes, and Goodison is above him. The two exchange blows, tack for tack, upwind. At the bottom mark, it's USA's Charlie Buckingham in the lead, with Goodison in 3rd. Behind them, the sparks are flying between these two Canadian teams, Chris Dodd and David Wright. The winner will go on to the Olympics. This will decide their trials, and behind them, it's Bruno Fontes from Brazil. He is trailing Goodison for the gold. And Charlie Buckingham wins the final race. But it's Paul Goodison, the Olympic gold medalist, who will win gold here as well. Moving over to the 49ers, Sweden's Jonas von Giger and Nicholas During are leading here at the leeward mark. This match underway, but the overall victors are Nico de la Carth and Nicolas Rech. Well, the air may be light, but these are still some of the fastest and coolest looking boats afloat. By the top mark, it is de la Carth and Rech who have regained the lead. Things might have changed coming into the finish. It is Finland's Lauri Latinen and Kaije Bass. They've made a move for the front, and so have the Americans to the inside, the Austrians to the outside. It's a photo finish for 1, 2, and 3. Too close to tell. Well, regardless of the finish, the Austrians, Nico de la Carth and Nicolas Rech, win gold. Port starboard at the top mark, USA's Gordon Lamphere just ducks below Estonia's Lauri Vainsalu. It looks like Lauri's in position to be in the lead here at the top mark. With 2 tacks, he is. Some rules altercations here at the top mark between Norway's Anders Pedersen and our current regatta leader from USA, it's Zach Rayleigh. In the stars, here's the story. These men in the yellow jersey, Robert Scheidt, Bruno Prada, they're leading, but it's close between the boat behind them from Sweden. Whoever beats the other in this race will win gold. And the red jerseys, Evan Nullaby and Petter Moreland Pedersen, have an outside shot if they beat both of them. Bows on the line, there's the gun. Good midline start for Scheidt. And Sweden has to tack away. Into the top mark, however, it is New Zealand's Hamish Pepper and Jim Turner in first place. Meanwhile, Scheidt is deep in the pack, but he's done what he needs to do to be ahead of Loof and Salmien. Round the track, the gold is Scheidt's to lose. And so Scheidt would go on to seal victory in the Stars and Zach Rayleigh in the Finn as we move to the 470s. The Netherlands, NED 11, are leading the division just to lure to them. As Argentina 8, the third place team, will have to force them over the line and put 6 boats in between. That's a tall order if they want gold from the Dutch. As the 470 women take off, nice start at the windward end. USA's Amanda Clark and Sarah Lehan. Well, for the gold, the points are definitely going to be jumbled, but for the win in this particular race so far, GBR's Sophie Wegelin and Sophie Ainsworth are in the lead. Hannah Mills and Saskia Clark have to put 6 boats between themselves and the Dutch, and just count them right now. I can see about that many as they sneak into the mark well ahead. Lisa Westerhoff and Lobke Burkout have work to do. Well, the Dutch have definitely done what they needed to do against the British and have actually pulled forward into second place overall here at the Leeward Gates. Impressive. We leave the British in command of the 470 women's and join the RSX men at the top mark. In these light airs, they're pumping all the way around the course. Here in the lead is Sebastian Wang Hansen from Norway. It's Norway, Argentina, and 2 British boats in a pumping frenzy to the leeward mark. Our overall leader is close to passing. Can he get to the inside? Norway's around first, but only just. On the finish line with the 470 women, Sophie Wegelin and Sophie Ainsworth from Great Britain win the final race. The Dutch team have done it, and they know it. Congratulations, Lisa Westerhoff and Lobke Burkout. In the RSX women, it is Mexico's Dimitra Vegadelie with a 15-point advantage over the rest of the fleet. She'll need to finish 7th or better for the gold. And they're off. And at the top mark, it is Mexico in front. And our final class, the 470 men, are off. Beautiful tack at the top mark. The Greek team, Pangiatis Mantis and Pavlos Kagialias, are in first. 7 boats back. Matthew Belcher and Malcolm Page are trying to stay in front of this division. After leading all the way around the track for 2 laps, the Greeks will take the race. Well, the Dutch did all they could, but winning the gold, it is Australia's Matt Belcher and Malcolm Page. And so concludes another U.S. Sailing Rolex Miami OCR. Congratulations to all the medal winners, and good luck to those heading to the Olympic Games later this year. I'm Tucker Thompson. So long from Miami, Florida.